Hello folks, and welcome back to another episode of SnowRunner, my own self-imposed hardcore mode. And right now we're going to make a delivery. And let's see if we can get it up here. The oil barrel delivery. It needs to go to the airdrome on White Valley. And the only place you can pick up oil is right here on Northport. So I'm going to pick it up and we're going to head out. I've already loaded it up, and then I used the Fleet Star to load it and came back over to took the Fleet Star over here along with the Royal BM-17, and I loaded up these two containers that were here, and then I brought over the MK38 and hooked it up to the fuel tanker because I forgot the fuel tanker. And we're going to pull the fuel tanker out of here because I should not need to come back over here. And for that one, I'm going to need a bigger crane for that. So you can probably hear in the background, have some real trucks going down the road. So we're going to see how this does pulling, and there are 5 of these on here. Hopefully there's 5. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, I got 4. Oh, that's right, it won't fit 5. It only takes 4 cargo slots. So I will have to come back and pick up another one. So this trailer only holds 4 cargo slots. And I thought about just putting an extra one on top, but I don't think it would stay on the whole way over there. And I set this up earlier today, and I got in here just a few minutes ago and thought, okay, I'm going to go ahead and do it. I'm going to record, and I forgot that I wanted to bring over another truck with a crane on it to load one more oil onto the MK38. And I forgot all about that. So I had the MK38 sitting here just in case this one couldn't make it through there. And it made it through there just fine. That's what I'm probably going to do, is take this up here where the house is and drop the trailer off, and then come back and bring a vehicle back here that can load me up. Don't flip it. And refuel this. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get the Navistar out of here. And once I get this out of here, I may wait on this load because my best trucks with cranes on them are ready to do other missions. And we'll just go ahead and do those other missions. Navistar had a little bit of issue coming through the thick mud that's on up ahead of us. But when I brought the MK38 over, I took a little bit different route than I normally take. And it seemed to do better, so I'm going to try it with this truck. And let me make sure. Yep, I need to go to the right. Because I definitely don't want to go to the left with a trailer. There's some rocks up there and it's just too narrow. So instead of going straight through the mud, I'm going to try to go around the edge of it. Wow, I think that works out a lot better. I have to use that route more often. Navistar can make it through just about anything, but sometimes through really thick mud, it'll make it through it, but it's just slow. A heavy load, doesn't want to go up in the second. And should be able to clear that pretty good. Go up into high here. So I'm getting fairly close to completing all of the contracts. Still have a lot of tasks to do. But I should be able to clear them up in fairly short order. None of them are too hard, except for the one where you have to do the weather stations. And you've got to pull a maintenance trailer to 3 locations that are on top of mountains. And that will be one of the tasks that I actually do record, because that is a tough one. It's probably about the hardest thing that I have left to do on this map. one that gives me the most fits. I've tried a bunch of different trucks doing it, and the only truck that I've found that can do it is the P12. Of the trucks that are available to me, the American trucks. So a little slow going up through here. But the Navistar can make it. As I've said before, you have to, you don't get this truck in the game. You can't find it. You can't buy it in the game. You actually have to use real money to buy it. And I bought it for $1.99. And it was an extremely good purchase. Another good purchase will be next week. Hopefully, I can get my steering wheel to give the steering wheel a try. So that'll be, hopefully that'll be pretty fun. We'll give it a shot. I'd definitely like to try it. And bags on the ice. I've got these two and two more to deliver. So a bunch of little tasks to do. And then I will be moving out to the Russian maps. Okay, so like I said, I'm not going to take this all the way. Because we still need one more oil barrel. But what we can do is I have the Fleet Star sitting here and the BM17, and I have loaded these up. And I just have to find the task. As you can see, I have a lot of tasks to do. Containers in the river. And I believe that one is it. So we will track that one. And it was fairly easy. I just backed the trucks down next to the containers and lifted them up, set them on here. Didn't have any issue whatsoever. I think the only issue I'm going to have is getting them out of here. Not so much with the Fleet Star, I don't believe. But there are a couple of areas that may want to try to tip the BM17. I will park you here. Because I almost flipped the BM17 just getting it in there. So we'll see if I can do better getting out of here. Oh yeah, much better. And we'll just take them both together. I love how you can winch vehicles in this game. I hope that's something they don't take out. And that might be a thing when the developers come out with their own hardcore mode. You can't winch another vehicle behind you. But I don't think so. Because there are too many missions where you have to pull something. Got a little bit squirrely there. So I can't wait to try out the steering wheel. See if the steering's a little bit better in some of these trucks. But I'm thinking about getting a new controller also, because I think I'm wearing mine out, especially the right trigger. I'm holding it down so long, it's kind of sticky. See if it'll let me deliver both at once. Yes, it will. Can I make it? Oh, almost. I think my winch cable's too short. Yep, it's too short. Let's pull my front end off the ground. And we'll park you there for now. Signs didn't want to fall. Yep. Let's try that again. This time stay on the road. Yeah, BM17 steers better than the Fleet Star. Fleet Star can get a little twitchy sometimes. So what I'm going to do is come up here and I'm going to drop the Fleet Star off. And the Royal BM-17 will eventually go down the same path it was on, cross over the creek, and then head out to load the MK-38. Easier to go through. Oh wow, sign glitched. It'll be easier to go through here than it would nope. I thought it would stop the engine. That's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted either. So our next thing that we're going to do, it's over in Pedro Bay. So I have the P12 hooked up to get the spooling trailer. And it's probably the biggest trailer in the game so far. So it's a monster. I'm not sure if it's bigger or smaller. I think it's, well, I don't know. Probably about the same size as the construction rig trailer. But for some reason it just seems harder to pull. So wake up, Bob. Let's go. I'm going to try to get this out of here without too much damage. And let's call this mission up. Nope. Blackbird. Nope, that's salvage trailer. More some mining. Nope, not crates. Nope. There we go. Coiled tubing semi-trailer. And, oh crap, I still got to do service hub reactivation. Wow, I didn't plan this very well. But what we can do is we can actually pull it out of here and get it to Mountain River. So don't flip it over. I don't know if you can pick it back up with a crane if it does roll over. Seems extremely heavy. Nice and easy through there. So my other playthrough, I used this truck to pull it, and I didn't have any issues getting through this mud. Or any of the mud on the map. Might be a mud hole that's on up here. Alright, no problems through there. Slanted road. This trailer hits some dips sometimes and you think it's getting ready to flip over. But I do have to watch it through here. And just to show you, that's a pretty good incline there. So you definitely want to make sure you keep the wheels of the trailer on the road and not climbing up the snowbank. And I did not bring the P16 this way to come over and pick up the trailer. I went a different route. Because I brought the Hummer over to get the fuel carrier, the Scout fuel carrier, and it got stuck in the mud. So I had to bring this over to pick up this trailer and pull the Scout carrier on through. So I wasn't quite sure if I remembered this road. How bad it was. There's the big mud hole. See if we can go right down the center. Oh yeah, no problem. Didn't even have to put it in low gears yet. I do have a fuel tanker sitting up here, ready to put some fuel in it. Now I did have some problems out of this trailer in my other playthrough. When I jumped over to the other map, the trailer got hung up on the barricades where it's so long, and it took a little bit to get this trailer moved out. So hopefully I won't have that issue this time. Unfortunately, got to go over the rocks here to keep the right side of the trailer from hitting the guardrail, possibly climbing it. Alright, there's our fuel tanker. Get loaded up with fuel. I'm too far. Let's back this up. Get her back on the road, and off we go. And luckily the ice is thick enough to where I don't crash through it. And the next big thing we have to worry about is this inclined road up here. So I'll try to split it. Uh-oh. Get back going straight. I don't know if it'll tip if you stay on the actual road. I'm kind of figuring it would. Alright, it didn't get stuck on anything. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Alright, so I can't deliver it. I forgot which one it was, cargo delivery. But it needs to be delivered to the factory, which is right there. So I can bring it over here and drop it off. What did I leave? Oh, okay. I left the Hummer over there. I can go over there and I can leave the vehicle and the trailer over there till I finish the other mission. And then it will be ready to be delivered. So, I'm going to need to take it down here. Yep. Get over here as far as I can get it. Start making my turn here. And back up. And do it as wide as I possibly can. And that should make it down. Because if you just turn in there, you're not going to make it. Whoa. And I should have been in high gear there. That way my brakes would have worked better. Let's make sure we are in the right place. Yep, I need to deliver it right in there. And it's not going to, nope, not going to let me deliver it. Kind of hoping to glitch out and let me deliver it, but... Alright, so we'll park that there. And... we will go back to Northport. And go load up that extra container of oil. Maybe. Come on. You can do it. You got to talk to computers sometimes in game systems. Yeah, see, the first time I came through here, when I come over to get the containers, I almost flipped it back there trying to get around that tree. That time I had no issues. This is a longer way over here. I could have took that road on the left, but this vehicle doesn't seem to like to go through that road. It gets stuck up a lot. Good on gas. Can't go automatic now. And there's a fuel tanker up here that I can fill up before I get to the drilling site. Oh, I don't guess I put a snorkel on this. Thought it had one. I didn't get it soon enough. Shifted down to first on me. Usually I can keep it out of first gear by hitting my left bumper. That time I wasn't quick enough. Or that time slowed down on me too fast. Alright, so we'll stay to the right. Up here. Oh yeah, this is a much better path. I don't know why I've never tried it before. Reduce my wheels spin a little bit. Gives me a little more traction. And back into auto. 42 gallons of fuel. And I will change my trucks. Oh, got the detached trailer. Now take them both over at the same time. Let this one lead because it has a lot more power. I really like the MK38. You just have to be careful with it because it does like to tip when it's got a heavy load. But if you're pulling something and the bed is empty, that does really well. And I think it would pull the ramped flatbed pretty good with the load on it. I may have to try that at some point. Tried my other playthrough because in this one I can't buy trailers. Alright. Let's get this thing loaded up. I had thought about just loading this one up, but I think I would rather have the MK following behind the... I'll activate anchors. And crane mode. But following behind the Navistar because it's faster. Or actually it'll lead the Navistar. And then I can take them both over at the same time. A little bit more. Get rid of that menu. And restore the crane. And pack my cargo. And we are ready to roll again. So this should be the last time I have to come. No, I gotta come back this way one more time. I gotta bring the big crane over here to get that big pipe. So I actually might want to leave that fuel tanker there. This truck is such a beast. Yep, then I damage it. That's alright. Okay, good on fuel. I could probably pull that big pipe out using the little crane here, but I don't get to use the big crane as often as I'd like, so I want to bring it over. So there's no sense in leaving the BM17 over here, because I have to bring the Navistar back for the big pipes, because that big pipe, because I think it takes 3 cargo slots in order to put the pipe on there. Yeah, I wish the MK38, I wish they'd make it to where you can put a low saddle on it, because that would be fun. These are the same kind of trucks I drove in the military way back in the olden days. Automatics. You can see the automatic shifter right there. And then the ones I drove had the crap, I was supposed to get gas. Back up. The ones I drove had the automatic inflators for the tires, and had a couple of switches on them that you could change your tire pressure, and you can change it to highway, off-road, and sand, and it would adjust your tire pressure accordingly in all the tires, so you didn't have to get out with a tire gauge. I really like that, especially since I was in a desert unit and I was in sand a lot. Let's see if I can pull this through here. Haven't tried pulling another truck through here. The MK38 will make it through here just fine. Oh yeah, no problem. Drop you off there. Take both of those back together. Slow my butt down a little bit before I flip this thing. Because, oh shit. I almost got it started back. So, we're going to need this truck after all. And I'll just bring both of them. So that flip was totally my fault. It's going a little bit too fast. Got behind in my steering. Can't blame that on the truck. Let's see if I can get... Oh. And I did it again. Guardrail does not like me. So let's see if I can get both of these through here. And I'll drop the Fleet Star off and get the MK flipped back up again. So I have that fuel tanker sitting there because I have ran it out of fuel. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring all the trailers from all these maps and park them there and then sell them all at once to see how much money I can get out of the trailers. It won't be as much as Michigan maps. But it'd be interesting to find out how much money I can get from the trailers. I think it was 75,000 is what I got for the trailers on the Michigan maps. Yeah, this won't be anywhere near that because there's not as many trailers, but this is where having a lot of practice on the crane really helps. 39 on the fuel. Did I have a small fuel tanker in here? No, I did not. That's alright, I am going to pass another fuel tanker. Alright, so I'm going to get these started up the road a little bit. Make sure everything pulls okay. And I'm going to end this video. So, give me some feedback. Let me know what you think. How did I do? What can I improve on? If you like the video, leave a like. And if you're really feeling adventuresome or really brave, then go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And I will see you in the next episode. And hopefully I will do better. I am a little bit tired right now. I'm getting ready to go to bed. But I wanted to get one more video in so I can do some editing tomorrow. And to get some videos out, get a couple of videos out day after tomorrow. I do have 2 that are coming out in the morning. And this will give me a second one for day after tomorrow. So let me know what you think. And I will see you in the next episode. And until then, have a good one.